Hello everyone, this is Dave from Dave's Wreaths and Things. Today I'm going to go through how to create this big funky bow for your wreaths. A little step-by-step tutorial for you to add those beautiful bows to your wreaths. Why don't I just get started and show you how to make this bow. I'm going to be using 2.5-inch wired ribbon in various patterns and colors, a ruler, a couple of pipe cleaners, and my scissors. I'm using one roll of the plaid, one roll of the striped, one roll of the checkered edge. It's all 2.5-inch wired ribbon. Cutting them all at 28 inches, so 3 pieces of each 2.5-inch ribbon, and you're going to need about 7 yards. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure out and cut at that 28-inch mark for all 3 of my ribbon patterns and colors. Again, you can use whatever you want. Once I finish cutting them out, I'm going to fold them in half, lining up the edges, and then just cut on an angle, and that's going to create a little dovetail right at the end like I'm showing you here. This is how I like to finish off my bows and my ribbons. You don't have to if you don't want to. I just fold it in half, cut on an angle, and we have that beautiful dovetail. Now, if you want to speed things up a little bit, you can take 2 ribbons, and then you just basically overlap them, lining up the edges, fold it in half, lining up that edge again on the left side with the fold on the right side, cut on an angle, and boom, we have our beautiful dovetail. So I'm going to do that for all of my ribbon on both of the edges as well. Cutting on that angle, creating that dovetail. If you want, you can just leave your bows or your ribbons straight. You don't have to do the dovetail if you don't want to, but I'm just going to continue on cutting all of my pieces on that angle using that scissors, creating our beautiful dovetail effect. Now I'm going to be using the Easy Bow Maker. It has 2 little sticks where you can put the bow or the ribbon, right in between. If you don't have this, a little dupe is to take a little bit of styrofoam, some wooden dowels, and some fabric. This was all purchased at the Dollar Tree. And all I'm going to do is wrap up that styrofoam using the cloth and the hot glue. And all I'm going to do is just wrap it like a present, really. I'm going to cut the excess off, use the hot glue, wrap it like a present, and then it's kind of got a little bit of a finishing touch. You don't have to do this. This is optional if you want. You can just basically use the styrofoam. Once that's all done, I'm going to cut a little bit of holes right in the center, add some hot glue, and then I'm just going to push that dowel right in that hole, making sure it's nice and secure. And I'm going to do the same thing with the second one, making sure it's nice and close to the first. And there you go. We have our little space to put our ribbon. And here they are side by side. Mine isn't the greatest looking, but hey, it works. So today I'm going to use that Easy Bow Maker like I said, but first what I'm going to do is take my first piece of ribbon, turn it over so the good side is facing down. I'm going to line up the edges where our dovetails are, and then what I'm going to do is just use my finger to grab the loop. I'm not going to push down on it because I don't want to create a crease, so I'm just going to use my finger to move it over. Measure 5.5 inches. Gather that together right at that 5.5-inch mark, hold it in my left hand, and you can kind of see here I have one piece of the tail good side facing down. I want the good side facing up, so I'm just going to twist it right at the center, and I'm going to make sure all my good sides are facing up. So we have the loop at the top, 2 tails at the bottom, all good side facing up. Then I'm going to grab that Easy Bow Maker or the Easy Bow Maker we did before, put a little pipe cleaner in there, and then I'm going to add my first ribbon with our loop at one side and our tails at the other side. And we're just going to space it out a little bit, fan it out just a little bit, put it to the side, and we're going to work on our second piece of ribbon. So I'm going to grab my second piece of ribbon, good side facing down, align the dovetails, measure over that 5.5 inches by gathering it together. Then I'm just going to hold it here, place that center right in the center, but this time I'm going to make sure the loop is on the opposite side of our previously placed ribbon. So our loop previously was on the left-hand side. Now I'm going to place the loop on my right-hand side. And I'm going to do the same thing. So all of my ribbon, I want to be good side facing up. So I'm just going to hold the ribbon right in the center there, twist it a little bit, and now those 2 tails are good side facing up. So again, we have the loop on the left, loop on the right, loop on the left, loop on the right. That's how we're going to layer our ribbon. So now my third piece, we're going to do the exact same thing. Fold it, gather it together at 5.5 inches. Make sure all of my good sides are facing up by twisting it in the center and making sure we do loop on the left, loop on the right, loop on the left, loop on the right, so on and so forth. And I'm just going to continue on doing that with all of my ribbon. So I have 9 pieces of ribbon cut at 28 inches like we talked about previously, and I'm just going to place them all right into that easy bow maker. Once that's done, I'm going to fluff it up and spread it out just a little bit, and then I'm going to gather the pipe cleaners, pull that up and out of our easy bow maker, wrap it around, pull it nice and tight, give it a couple of really good twists so it's not going to go anywhere, flip it over, do the exact same thing, a couple more twists, and then I'm going to cut the excess off with this. And then I'm just going to push the stub down a little bit so it's not sticking out. And then I'm going to grab another full-length piece of pipe cleaner, wrap that around, twist it a couple of times, and that's going to be how we're going to attach our bow to the wreath frame. Now it's my favorite time. It is what we call fluffing time here on Dave's Wreaths and Things. And all I'm doing is I'm fanning out all of my loops and all of my tails. So I'm opening up those loops a little bit, just putting my hand in there and spreading out my fingers. And then we're going to fan out those tails as well. I usually start on one side, then work my way to the other side until I'm done. And the final result is our beautiful funky bow wreath, just ready for any wreath. Actually, I think I said that wrong. This is our funky bow ready for any wreath. Look how beautiful, look how big this is. And of course, to put it on your wreath, it's really, really simple. I'm just going to take a previous wreath that I've done before. This is a burlap pull-through method. I've done a video on this previously. All you do is you pull that wire, the pipe cleaners, right to the back, twist it around, and you have it attached onto your base wreath. You can do this for any wreath that you want. I just had this one handy, and I just recently did it, and I thought it would be a great chance to show everyone how to do this funky bow on any type of wreath. You can put this on a deco mesh wreath if you want, a grapevine wreath. This is showing a burlap wreath, but I love how you can do any color, any style, any occasion with that funky bow for your wreath. Thank you so much for watching and joining me today while I made this funky bow. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can be notified whenever I upload a new project. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye for now.